In the 10 years since its inception, Coaches vs. Cancer in Spokane has proven to be one of the most successful Coaches vs. Cancer organizations in the country. Along the way, Coaches vs. Cancer has garnered such awards as Best Charity Event in the region, Mark and Marcy Few winning the Nell and John Wooden Humanitarian Award, and in 2010, attaining status as the single largest Coaches vs. Cancer fundraising event of the year.
I can't believe that Gonzaga is going on year 10 in their Coaches vs. Cancer Gala, and it gets better every year. It's so much fun.
It's incredible to watch how it's grown over the years and how so many, not just corporate sponsors, but individuals that want to, lend a hand. It's really turned into the event of its kind.
This is a first-class event in every way, from the hotel, the dinner, the golf course, the way everything's run.
I've gone to these all around the country. This is the only one I've gone back to. And I've gone back primarily because of the people here. Not just Mark and Marcy, who are great, and the Gonzaga staff, and the people I've become such good friends with, but the people here in the community of Spokane. It's a really tight-knit community. I've made a ton of friends here. I always look forward to coming back. And even though it's easier for me to get to Beijing than it is to get to Spokane from the East Coast, I'll always make the trip.
At the first event in 2002, Coaches vs. Cancer raised $194,000 and 18 scholarships for children to Camp Good Times. Just 9 years later in 2010, Coaches vs. Cancer was able to raise $730,000 with 111 camp scholarships, bringing the event's total to $4.7 million raised and 546 Camp Good Times scholarships.
It's a team effort in every respect. And I don't think that there's anyone on the planet that has a better idea of what it takes to make a successful team than coaches.
There have been a lot of these coaches, Coach Boeheim, Jim Calhoun, just to name two very quickly, in Connecticut, who've been personally touched, who've battled cancer themselves. So I think when the coaches look around, see that some of their peers are directly impacted by this, it's made it important to them to band together and do this job.
It's one of the times where coaches are able to drop their guard and get competitive with each other as teammates.
In addition to cancer research grants through the American Cancer Society, Coaches vs. Cancer has made donations to local cancer-fighting organizations such as Camp Good Times, the Oncology Ward at Sacred Hearts Children's Hospital, the Mammography Mobile, Ronald McDonald House Charities of Spokane, Hospice of Spokane, and in 2010 alone provided over 800 free hotel rooms to cancer patients and over 225 free gas vouchers for patients and families traveling to Spokane for treatments.
The community is so involved, and it's just a lot of fun to see the amount of money that is raised.
People know each other, they like each other, they care about each other, and they're banding together to take part in what is a very important fight. I think it's the most important health cause of our lifetime.
The great success of Coaches vs. Cancer in Spokane has all been made possible by the sponsors, the donors, the committee members, the volunteers, the coaches, the players, the guests, and all of our friends. Thank you for being a part of the Coaches vs. Cancer team.
Well, I've told anyone that has inquired about this one that I think this is the best.
I think when people get involved in it, when they see how passionate people like Mark and Marcy are, and the team that they've put together here in Spokane, it's part of a national team in conjunction with the American Cancer Society, you can't help but win, and you feel like a winner being a part of it.